In this video, we'll be addressing aspects of retrieving, specifically dealing with how to improve the return and delivery. Most handler errors occur because the handler is trying to do the retrieve perfectly, like they see a fully trained dog doing, before the pup is ready. So what can you as a handler do to get a better result? Train in steps and make gradual progress. Do not expect miracles at first. Do not snatch the dummy. Do not try to steady the pup before it has the basics right. Do not try to sit the pup to deliver before it has a basic understanding of what is required. Move away or run away from pup on the return. Avert your eyes or head or crouch down to make yourself small and less significant or intimidating. Be lively and proactive. Praise a lot, but stop praise if the dog drops the dummy. Work at close distances. There is no need to throw the dummy far at first.
Hi there. I promised that I would send you guys some videos about how to maybe get a better return or better retrieve with your puppy. A couple of people seem to be struggling with it. The most important things you must remember are to try and get your puppy back to you. Most of them want to go run and get it, but getting it back usually becomes the problem. So most important, get your puppy to want to retrieve it, get it to pick it up quickly, and get it to get back to you somehow. We've got to have the dog or the pup want to come to us or force it to come to us in some instances. You want to start with a flat collar. Have a flat collar on your puppy. It can have this or it can just be a plain collar without that. A nice long lead to start with, not a check cord or longer than this. You can have one longer later, but you have to learn how to handle it. So you want one not too long, so that it doesn't get in your way as you're trying to cope with everything and learn how to do things. I'm going to show you a few things. A common mistake is people don't get excited and don't start backing up or running away from their puppy. They rather stand still and say, come here, come here, come here. And of course the puppy's not coming. The puppy doesn't really have a good recall, or he's learned to manipulate you by, anytime he has a dummy in his mouth, he doesn't have to come to you. He knows you're not going to do anything about it. So most important normally is to make the pup excited just as he's about to pick it up, to immediately give some sort of a recall or a little tug with a lead, and then back away. Yes, 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 yes. Another important thing is do not snatch the dummy. Okay? That's really important. Don't just grab it the minute the dog comes in, and don't praise the dog if he spits it out. What you're looking for is to praise the dog when he gets to you, take it, and calm things down. That's the reason for the collar, and I think you can be able to see maybe what I mean as I'm working with this. So let's start. Okay, our collar is on. I've got the lead. Important, work with a dummy that they like to pick up and that's small. If your puppy likes to hold like this, cut this off or tie it down. Okay, we don't want any little thing for the puppy to be able to hold like this. We want it to learn to hold like that. And another thing, if it has a toggle, this one doesn't. I've taken it out. Well, I haven't put one in. This is a paint roller. They like these. Take the toggle out if you put one in, or if you've got a commercial dummy, take the toggle off for now. We don't want the dog picking things up by this or by the string. All right. So what we're going to do is just get your puppy excited. Excited about the dummy. And we're not going to throw it far. Out! Alright, I don't know if you could see everything that I did because I probably came a little bit too, but I'll do it a number of times. Most important. Good. Most important. Grab the puppy if he runs around. Here. Got here? Thank you. If all you can get is this hole, if all you can get is, okay, thank you, that's better than nothing. Okay, so even if your pup just comes to you, your first thing is to get the pup to you, praise, and take it. So we'll try that again. Yes! Good dog! Oh! Out. Yeah! I hope you could see that. Yes! Oh, good. Oh. Out. I stop praising when I take it from the pup. I only praise when the puppy has it in its mouth. Okay, we'll try another few things. Remember, you might be holding on to the end of the lead to help your puppy come to you. That's fine. When you can do away with it, do away with it. But when you need it, that's fine. I'm going to take it off because it's a bit in my way. And she's not a puppy, so I can probably show you better without it. Okay, you see, the first thing that I did was I didn't try to take the dummy. I took the collar. That's the first thing I did. Or, if I couldn't get the collar, I'd get the puppy. Praise it and take the dummy. And then eventually wait a little bit longer before you take the dummy. Not sure you can see that. Yes! Out. Now, I forgot to tell you, get rid of your whistle. You can use it later, but it just gets in the way. Because what you're going to be doing is crouching down with a puppy, like that, yeah! And you take the puppy, and then you take the dummy. You need a command every time you take the dummy. Out, give, leave, something like that. Dead. That tells the puppy, okay, you can give it to me now. That's really how you start. Fetch. Puppy goes, clicks close to it. Yeah, lots of excitement. Picks it up. Yes. And then you start running away, backing up. Or if you've got to run halfway across the yard, you get the pup to you, praise the heck out of it, take the dummy, calm things down. And that's what you're aiming for at this point. Now, there's a reason I'm not throwing it long distances. And sometimes even this isn't enough. Because things go wrong about in this distance. Normally at about 3 meters from you, something like that, is where things really start going wrong. So if we concentrate on this area close to us, it gives us a much better chance of, when we start throwing the dummy a longer way, of getting it right. Dummy doesn't have to go a long way for your dog to understand what you're asking of it. Okay. Another thing we like to do with a dog is play with a dummy. Play with a dog with a dummy. Come. So don't wave it around in the dog's face like this. Don't hold it there, doing this. This is a chase. That's what motivates these dogs. They love to chase. We balance that with their steadiness, we balance that with other things, but they love to chase, so it's a nice game. Alright, so playtime can even not involve throwing the dummy. It can be this. Yes, good girl. Now, notice the dog was right with me. I can ensure that they hold it nicely. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Now chances are your puppy's not going to respond quite as well. This one knows the story. She knows what to do. But even the pup moves around a little bit, it gives you the opportunity to pet the puppy and then take the dummy, which is really what we're after. So the dummy holds it by you a little bit longer and is having fun. Fun is very important. Please don't forget to praise. Praise when the dummy's in the dog's mouth. If the dog spits it out, don't praise. Take it, make nothing of it. Don't try to make the dog fetch, fetch, fetch. That doesn't work. Just don't make anything of it. Stop the praise. The dog will learn it has more fun, more praise, likes it a lot better when it holds it. All right. Now, what about the dog that doesn't want to come to you with a dummy? That should help some of that, particularly if you've got this on. If you're still struggling and the dog is spitting and just being a general, finicky looking about the dummy, sometimes they do that because they understand and they realize that they can manipulate you by doing it. So they can keep it longer if they mess around with it. One of the things we can do there is this. You're going to run with the puppy, but you're going to run the puppy past the dummy. Come on. Now this does two things. Thank you. First of all, it encourages a quick pickup and a clean pickup. Second of all, you're there to help the puppy, and then you move away quickly. Puppy's having fun with you, so he's running around with you with a dummy. You're not taking the dummy for a while. And that's important, that you don't always take the dummy immediately. Sometimes you'll take it quicker, others not. But try to develop the habit of not grabbing the dummy. I'll show you what it's going to look like to the dog. That's what it looks like when you grab the dummy. You can imagine a dog doesn't really want these hands coming in its mouth all the time or towards its face, grabbing it, okay? So restrain yourself from doing that. Sometimes you even have to keep your hands behind your back. Okay, anything to stop you from grabbing the dummy, get the dog first, not the dummy, and then praise the dog. So here's how it's going to look. Okay, the dog comes to you, you've got this, or you've got this, and you can keep walking with the dog if you need to. But you're going to say, out. Okay. Fetch. Fetch. Sometimes you're going to need to go down. Maybe the puppy doesn't like you leaning over. Down. Turn to the side. Whenever you're ready to. Yes. Oh, good girl. Out. Okay, you might need to get your puppy used to pulling on the check cord, in which case good girl. Get them used to you doing that sort of thing. Good girl. That's like called a walking recall. You walk that way with the puppy on the lead and then we oh, yes. And then we just give a whole lot of praise when they get to us. Pigeons. Okay, sometimes you might need to run away like this and then gradually get the puppy in this state and then take it. Okay? Depends on your puppy. Some puppies don't like eye contact. Some puppies don't like this. Don't like this. Maybe you need to do this for a while, but mostly you need to not stand still and back up. Yay! You move toward the dog's gonna want to run away. You stand still, dog's gonna stand still. Dog generally mirrors what you do. Back away, run away. With puppies. You know, even sometimes with adult dogs. Just to get them more excited and hyped up about it. So let's try one more thing. She ran to the plateboard with it, that's fine. She's been taught to do that. But it gave me a good chance to say, well, okay, come back with me. And I ran away and I pulled the lead and got her too. Notice at no time did I try and take it. I'm always playing with her or petting her first. Okay.